What's really going on with Spokane's growth? Is it booming like everyone thinks, or is there more to the story? Hello world, I'm Data Mining Mike, and while Spokane feels bigger, home prices are up and people are moving here. But if you look at the numbers over the last decade, the story isn't the same. In this video, we'll break down what the data actually shows, not just opinions or hype. Real numbers. Let's dive in. I recently analyzed 15 years of Spokane's housing permit data to see if the city's growing fast, and if we can even predict where the growth is headed. This matters because permit trends reflect where housing development is physically expanding, not just population estimates. To answer the question, I applied 3 solid modeling techniques: random forest regression, Saramax time series forecasting, and generalized linear modeling. These methods are used in real-world analytics, from urban planning to economic forecasting. But here's what's interesting. None of these models were able to produce reliable predictions for future permit counts. That tells us something important. Since around 2015, there have been 4,968 housing permits filed. The number of new residential building permits in Spokane has jumped to a higher baseline, around 350 per year. The highest year on record was 2024, with around 450 permits. Therefore, while permit activity is stronger than it used to be, it is not accelerating exponentially. In fact, it's not accelerating at all. At the same time, it's not dropping continuously. Spokane is stagnant. What this means is Spokane is not a runaway growth machine. Instead, it's settled into a new normal. And forecasting growth reliably isn't easy because the pattern isn't trending sharply up or down. So, is Spokane booming? No. The data shows a stabilized level of housing development, not exponential expansion. That's important because it challenges the popular narrative that Spokane is exploding with growth. However, national and regional sources do show population increases in the border county of about 15% over the last decade. At the same time, according to Spokane County, the number of registered voters has dropped 7,000 people in less than a year. In fact, the dying baby boomer population is and will create more open houses on the market. And when there is more supply of open homes, with less demand for homes due to population decrease, what's that going to do to the price of homes? Housing permits tell us what's physically being built. Population numbers tell us who shows up, and Spokane's housing permit growth, especially in the city proper, has been stagnant rather than explosive. So what is being built? Let's look at the graph. If we notice the frequency of property descriptions for all the permits filed, detached single-family homes are at 4,000. We have probably less than 400 townhomes and less than 300 apartment complexes have been built here in Spokane in the last 15 years. And so when people file a request to build a new building, they have to specify the square footage. Here is the average square footage requested for each new build permit. It's around 2,200 square feet. Here's the short answer. While Spokane has stabilized at a higher level of development than before 2015, it's not growing in population. Additionally, forecasting future growth is hard because the pattern isn't strongly trending up or down. And if you want deeper data insights into Spokane or other trends, or want to see how the charts and the code break down behind this analysis, then check out the full blog linked below. And if you enjoy this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and smash that bell for more honest data explorations. See you next time. Bye!
Data Mining Mike podcast that you like.